a record of 25-6. The two teams have met twice this year, Ashland winning both of them. That being said, this is a Boyd County team that has played a loaded schedule, to say the least. Some of the best in the state that they played. They've earned a spot in the RPI themselves in the top 10, and it should make for a fun night of basketball as we get ready to determine the 16th region and how that's going to be set up. It will be determined this Saturday at 9 o'clock. They will have the get-together to determine the drawing for it. The ADs will all meet up, but a lot to be said about that one. We'll certainly break down the district tournament and the brackets for that, and then the region coming up here soon and who all will be in it. But both Boyd and Ashland tonight will be in the tournament. They, by winning their first round, well, Ashland ended up getting the number 1 seed, so got there through a bye, but Boyd ended up defeating Fairview this week to pick up a spot and to pick up the spot in the 16th region tournament. So it's definitely exciting, and we'll have a lot to cover, and we'll have all the action for you here on 97.9 The River.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back here for the 64th District Championship, about 25 minutes until the introduction of the lineups. I'm Tyler Rowland, and we're excited to be here with you as Ashland will take on Boyd County. It is going to be their 42nd meeting for the 64th District Championship here tonight. And we're going to run through some other scores throughout the region. We're going to start with the 61st District, and to talk a little bit about that, the way that this works, there's in every district there's just like the 64th, there's 2 rounds to it, unless it's a situation like Ashland where there's Boyd, there's 3 teams in the district, Fairview, so Ashland gets for getting the number 1 seed has a bye. We'll start with the 61st, then the first round Tuesday night. Rowan County punched their ticket, defeating Menifee County 69-28. Fleming County defeated Bath County 54-48. So it will be Rowan County and Fleming County, coached by Fleming, who's coached by former Ashland coach, a multi-time district and region champion, Buddy Biggs. They will compete tomorrow night for the 61st District Championship. Should be a good one. It'll be at 7 o'clock at Menifee County. Meanwhile, we'll travel here. We'll look at the 62nd coming up. But if I can get there we go. Yeah, so then the 62nd, Tuesday night, Elliott County defeated West Carter 63-46. Morgan County would defeat East Carter 74-70, which some consider that a surprise considering how well East Carter has been playing. And they will compete tomorrow night at East Carter, Morgan County and Elliott County, for the 62nd District Championship. So right now it's Rowan, Fleming, Elliott, and Morgan County, the 4 teams that have punched their ticket. Now on to the 63rd. That's Tuesday night. Russell defeated Greenup County 80-50. Russell, who's played amongst the best in the 16th region and a couple times this year have been ranked in the top 25 of the RPI. Raceland County would defeat Lewis County 41-35 Tuesday night. So that Raceland and Russell will advance to the regional tournament. So now you have Elliott, Fleming, you have Morgan County, Elliott County, Russell, Raceland, and last but certainly not least, you have tonight Boyd and Ashland. Ashland, who ended up getting the bye for the number 1 seed. Boyd, who defeated Fairview 100-39 Monday night, and Boyd punched their ticket to the regional tournament through that. So that's where we sit right now. The draw will be Saturday, and the way the draw works is there will be the 4 district champions that will be competing. They will sort them and sort the runner-ups to compete against them, and how that tournament will work. Now take note, for instance, you won't see 2 teams from the same district be on the same side of the bracket. So for instance, you won't see Ashland or Boyd County where they could potentially match up in the first round or potentially match up in the second round coming up. We're going to take a break here and come back. We're going to have Boyd County coach Randy Anderson coming on here shortly. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again, and that means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcat!
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text? Online loan payments? Even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
It's game time, and Food Fair has everything you need to feed your home team. From hand-battered chicken tenders and sauced wings to meatballs, party sliders, and fresh veggie trays. Food Fair makes hosting easy. Just order the perfect catering tray and pick it up at the deli counter. Some locations even have grab-and-go trays, and you're ready to serve. No cooking, no stress, just great food. Food Fair. Game time made easy. Get more at foodfairmarkets.com.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
I'm with Boyd County Lion head coach and 2A Kentucky State champion Randy Anderson. And Coach, it's good to see you here. And first off, I'm going to open up just by saying Jacob Spurlock, 16th Region Player of the Year, well deserved.
Well earned. Jacob's been just a blessing to be able to coach the last 6 years, to see him mature into what he is now, both skill-wise, body-wise, mentally. it's one of the joys that you have in coaching when you have a kid like that. And I'm just very happy for him. All the accomplishments that has come his way, he's earned each and every one of them. This one no different.
Yes, and tell about the team this year. Just, of course, we joked last time about it being the Road Warriors, just with how many miles, around 4,000 miles this year you will have traveled, and won 8 in a row right now, playing some really good basketball all year. Talk about your journey and just what you feel like you've learned about the team from game one to now.
It's just typically teenage boys that have really worked hard. They've learned to mesh. Chemistry right now is really good. We went through a stretch where it wasn't clicking, especially after the ice storm, but we really feel like here in the last 3 or 4 games, it's got back to the point where defense matters the most, and because of that, then everything else seems to just fall in place. And so this bunch has played a really, really tough schedule, and they've been put into the fire, and I feel like that because of their experience, because of what they went through together, they just keep getting closer and closer as a team.
And tonight, looking at it, what do you feel like some of the keys are for your team to emerge successful?
I don't know. I mean, as the season progresses, then you kind of take a look back. You watch a lot of film. You see tendencies. You see weaknesses. You see strengths. And we take a look at the last 2 games and kind of trying to figure out what Ashland really wants to do team-wise, and what we need to do to compensate all that. I felt like we've had 2 really good days of practice. Film scout was really good last night. It just comes down to who's going to execute, who is going to focus the longest, and who's going to be toughest, and that being on the boards, 50-50 balls, cutting off straight line drives, being able to get back in transition and stop driving lanes. So it's an ongoing process, but it's one that now you got a short leash, so you better get it right.
Yeah. 0-0 at this point feels like it's, and get last coach, just getting to compete for a district championship. You just see a lot of schools that just don't consistently have opportunities like this, and you see, what a great tradition it is between these 2 schools, and just talk about that, what it means to you during your time here at Boyd.
Every game matters. Every game is important, and a lot of times people put a whole lot of emphasis on stuff like this, and it is important, to our kids. But the bottom line is, man, we prepare every single game to be better, to make each other better, and do whatever it takes to help your teammate be in a successful position and to win. So that's how we've approached this one tonight, and it just happens to be that there's a district title on the line as well. So.
All right, well, Coach A, we appreciate you. Randy Anderson of the Boyd County Lions. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
I'm with head coach of the Ashland Tomcats, Brian Bonner. And coach, let's talk a little bit about, it was a few days ago now, but that Bell County game. You come in and you knew it was going to be a tough environment, an extremely difficult team to beat. They hadn't lost a game at home, only lost 3 games in Kentucky all year, and have one of the best players of Burnett. But what we saw a little bit different was, looking at it in Bell County, I'm sure they probably would like to have gone to man-to-man sooner with how we shot, but at the same time, when you look at the game film before, it's hard to blame him for coming out in it because we hadn't shown the ball movement of that game all year, and that was some gorgeous ball movement side to side. Definitely a big step for the team.
Yeah, and we really tried to build on that leading up to tonight in the film room and explain to our guys, when we can get at least, we want more than one, but if we can get one ball reversal within an offensive possession, with our personnel, we're going to create closeouts. And each time we get a reversal, we become more dangerous because it's, we talked about this yesterday in a meeting. It's not the first side where you're going to get an advantage on closeouts. It's when you get the ball to the second side and the third side, then you're forcing rotations, you're forcing scramble situations. Defenders have to close out a little bit with more urgency, and our team is so good at attacking closeouts, but all that's triggered off ball reversals. So I think that was a big takeaway for our whole team last Friday was, man, we're really efficient when we just move the basketball and make that extra pass and get the ball from side to side. And, we talked about it after that game on Friday. We scored 68, definitely not our highest scoring game, but I thought we were extremely efficient on offense and we took really high quality shots.
Yes, it sure showed. Definitely the most efficient performance of the year, and we've had some good ones. And coming up tonight, the third matchup against Boyd. Of course, Boyd, who has scored no less than 87 in 7 of their last 8, which they won all 8. And talk about tonight, Boyd's coming in there continuing to improve, and talk about them and you seeing the problems that they pose.
Yeah, they're playing really good right now, particularly on the offensive end. Malachi Payne, their point guard, does a really good job of just getting downhill and creating help. And then he's got multiple guys that he can get the ball to in those situations that can all confidently shoot it. And Jacob Spurlock, he's having an all-star year, man. He's playing really well, shooting at a high level, but it's not just his shooting, it's his rebounding, being able to attack the rim and attack space. When he gets a rebound, he's a threat to bring it up and pull a 3 from the volleyball line, and it's a makeable shot for him. So they have a lot of pieces that can create matchup problems, and that, like you said, they're playing extremely well right now. And we'll have to be really. I was really pleased, Tyler, with our preparation leading up to tonight. I thought this week of practice was phenomenal, and one of the most encouraging parts of this whole week is, when we left the practice floor last night, I felt like we looked mentally and physically fresh, and I think being fresh both mentally and physically this time of the year is so hard to achieve because it's such a long season and we play such a grueling schedule. But our energy was phenomenal in the gym yesterday. Nothing but smiles. And like I said, I just felt like we looked really fresh, and I hope that shows up tonight because I felt really encouraged by that.
And defensively, I know last time we gave up, it was an offensive battle. We gave up 86 to them. Of course, a lot of teams have. A lot of really good teams have, too. What is the best way that you can try to contain them on the offensive side?
Well, I think it starts with transition defense because they are transition-oriented like us. They want to run. So we have to get a body on a body, and we got to sprint. Can't jog back. You got to sprint back, get a body on a body, and force them to play offense in the half court versus letting Malachi either get rim to rim with it, pitch it ahead to shooters, where they're scoring 5 to 7 seconds within the possession. That's when they're dangerous. So I think it starts with transition defense, and then the second thing, once you get them in the half court, just challenge everything, make everything as difficult as you possibly can on them. And then I think really a key that's not really talked about a lot too is just holding them to one attempt. You got to rebound it, because their oxygen is made threes and offensive rebounds, and we got to work to take those two things away tonight. They're averaging over 12 threes made per game and attempting over 30 of them, and those almost, if you aren't physical when those shots go up, they're just getting their miss and putting it back in. So we can't do that tonight. We have to hold them to one tough attempt and we have to rebound it. But like I just said before, it starts with transition defense.
And last question, how's the health of everybody?
Health is good. We received good news. River Lynch had his surgery this morning, and got good feedback on the procedure. Everything went smoothly, and he's actually going to start his rehab tomorrow. So that was really good. So he begins his recovery tomorrow, and then aside from that, we're a normal roster tonight.
Well, that's good to hear about River, and keep praying for him, and we'll be back shortly. 64th District Championship coming up on 97.9 The River.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that's built to last. KFB, the Better Bank, is proud to be your hometown community bank, serving neighbors, not numbers. We're here for all your financial needs today and well into the future. So if you're looking for a bank that's committed for the long haul, check out our Wheelersburg location today. KFB, the Better Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
And we're back. 4:15 to go until the introduction of the lineups. We're going to talk a little bit about the district championship history. Here as Ashland gets ready to take on Boyd County for the third time this season, as Ashland is 185 and 38 in this game, going back to 1927, or 85 and 38, going back to 1927, and it's had various formats, or in the district tournament, I'm sorry, it has had various formats depending on the teams, and a big congratulations. See a couple people out here. Brock Walter, who's one of them, actually taught at Blazer for a number of years, and one of the great players in the 1980s to come through at Boyd. Good to see him get honors, as Ashland 185 and 38 in the district tournament going back to 1927, and this has had various formats, not the typical 4-team format it has now, but Ashland has finished in the first round 2 times, the quarterfinal 2 times, and the semifinal 6 times, the last of which was 2016, runner-up 27 times, and the champion 61 times. Ashland's first ever district game was in 1927 when they defeated Catlettsburg 23-12 in the quarterfinal, Grayson 17-5 in the semifinal, and then they would go on to claim their first district championship 46-11 over Moorhead. Boyd County's district record traces back to 1928. They have finished in the first round 5 times, in the quarterfinal 19 times, in the semifinal 26 times, the last of which was 2012. The runner-up 21 times, and 26 times they have won the district championship. For Boyd County, their first appearance in the district tournament was in 1929. They defeated McKell 34-18 in the quarterfinal before falling 25-9 to Olive Hill in the semifinal. Boyd's first district championship came in 1962, where they would defeat Raceland by a score of 57-53. The first time Ashland and Boyd met in the district championship came in 1933, when Ashland defeated Boyd in the finals by a score of 51-14. Boyd's first win over Ashland in the finals came in 1973 by a score of 77-73, although that was only their 6th meeting in the district finals. This series is neck and neck, folks. Boyd has won 21, Ashland has won 20. Ashland's most recent win in the district championship came last year when they defeated Boyd County 96-65 at home, while Boyd defeated Ashland 56-55 2 seasons ago here at Boyd County Middle School. We're going to take our final break and get ready to come back here shortly. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again, and that means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcats! Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back and getting ready to introduce the starting lineup for Ashland. It's the usual suspects, as that's going to be number 12, Drew Smith, the senior, the 6-foot senior, averaging 18 points a game and shooting nearly 40% from downtown. Justin Hughes, the 6'2 sophomore, coming in at 8.5 points a game, shooting over 40% from downtown. Number 3, Elijah Neal, the junior, at 6'3", coming in, averaging 16 points at 4 rebounds, 8 assists per game. And Elijah Owens coming in, the 6'3 sophomore, averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds a game. And last but certainly not least, Caleb Clark, the 6'3 senior, averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds a game. And for the Lions, it's the usual suspects for them. It's going to be, first off, starting for Jacob Spurlock, the 6'3 senior, coming in averaging 28 points per game, shooting 44% from downtown. Ethan Raridan, the 6'1 junior, with 6'1" senior. He's coming in. He is averaging right around 8.8 points per game for the Lions. Gunnar Woods, the 6'4" senior, coming in averaging 11.4 points, 4 rebounds a game. And then there's Caleb Renner at 6'5", the junior, coming in averaging right around 8.6 points per game and 5.7 rebounds. And lastly, it is the point guard, Malachi Payne, standing at 5'8". He's coming in averaging is Payne right around 17 points a game, and he's put up games with 13 points or 13 assists, and he's put up 15 assists twice this season. As Ashland is in their maroon jerseys with silver and white trim and white numerals. Boyd County in their home jerseys, white with red trim, red numerals. Ashland will go left to right on your dial. Boyd left to right. Clark and Rimmer tipping it off, and it's going to go back to Malachi Payne. He's going to set the offense up for the Lions as we're just getting action underway. Ashland in a man-to-man starting out. Payne's going to dribble up top on the far side. As he's going to hand it behind him to Woods, it's thrown up top to Rimmer at the logo. Back over to Payne. He's guarded by Neal. They switch Clark on him. And over to Spurlock near corner. He's going to drive inside. Spurlock post up, cut off. Pass underneath the Limmer, who lays it in. And Ashland started out 9-0 in the first 2 games. Boyd draws first blood this time. 2-0 Boyd. 7:24 to go in the first. As Hughes on the near side, man-to-man for Boyd. Up top to Clark. Clark guarded by Woods. He's going to jab step, drive in, take the mid-range shot. It's out. Rebound, though, to Owens. He's going to drive inside, give it out to Hughes. Up top to Clark and over to Smith. He's going to step in, give it out to Owens. His 3 off. Rebound by Payne. 2-0 Boyd. 7 minutes to go in the first. To Rimmer on the run. He's going to throw it down, but he's fouled. He didn't get the bucket, and Boyd beat Ashland back that time. Rimmer gets back, and now that's going to be a foul on Owens. Rimmer had excellent position. He tried for the dunk, did not get it. It rolled in and out, but that's a foul on Owens, and that's going to send Rimmer to the line for 2. 2-0 Boyd here with 6:58 to go in the first quarter, and Rimmer's going to miss the first. Boyd County, one of the best shooting, at times have been number 1 in the state shooting free throws this year. They're a 79% shooting team. Rimmer is a 69.7% shooter. He's going to put the second one up. It goes 3-0 Boyd. Rimmer with all 3 of the Lions' points. Neal now will bring it up as Payne has him man-to-man. He's going to go past the midcourt stripe, into the lane. He's cut off by Payne. He's going to post him up, go up to the elbow, and give it back to Hughes. Hughes is going to dribble, give it to Neal on the far corner. Neal against Payne's going to drive it inside. Spins, turns, fakes, goes up, and a tough bucket from the human highlight, Neal. It's 3-2. Boyd leading Ashland with 6:30 to go here in the first. Neal bringing it up near midcourt, loses the handle, picks it up. He's going to go around the Woods screen and lob it inside to Rimmer on the cut, and he goes up, misses a gimme. Rebound by Clark, 3-2 Boyd. Here with 6:16 to go in the first. Neal against Woods, loses his footing, out to Smith. He's going to jab step, throw it to Clark near wing, and back up top. Neal now at midcourt, over to Clark. Clark against Rimmer, drives inside, it's cut off, gives it out to Hughes. Hughes to the bucket, reverse lay-ins blocked by Rimmer. Hughes comes down with it, drives through, and had the right positioning there, and Hughes, as Ashland goes up 4-3, and a quick pause as Payne ties his shoe for the Lions. That ball got knocked back down into Rimmer's hands. He got it, or knocked down into Hughes' hands. It was in the right position, right place, right time. It's 4-3 Ashland, 5:46 to go in the first. Payne, screen from Rimmer. They switch Clark on him. Payne's going to drive and feed it underneath the Rimmer, and he misses a gimme, gets his rebound, goes up, and draws a foul on Ashland. And that's going to go against Smith. That's going to be Smith's first, the team's second. Rimmer going to the line for 2. They're hitting Rimmer. They're sending Rimmer off those screens, those pick and rolls inside, and he's getting some space in there. Ashland fortunate that he's missed a gimme or 2 early. He's going to hit the first as Rimmer. We're tied at 4 with 5:37 to go in the first. Rimmer, a 69.7% free throw shooter for Boyd. The second one is going to rattle in. Rimmer with all 5 of the Lions' points. They lead 5-4 here with 5:35 to go in the first. As Neal's going to dribble it up, And he's going to screen from Clark. And Neal drives inside over to Hughes on the near wing. Up top to Smith. He's going to direct traffic. He's guarded by Gunnar Woods. Smith, jab steps, drives inside, posts him up, turnaround jumper, forced it, but got it to go. Smith's first bucket. It's 6-5 Ashland. Payne the other way against Smith. He's going to step back, drive inside, take the mid-range floater, and it's 7-6 Boyd. We're seesawing back and forth. 3 lead changes so far. Neal against Payne, rubs it out, and a foul called. And they're going to call that on, couldn't say that, it's on Raritan. Or no, they're going to call that on Payne. That's going to be Payne's first, the team's first. 7-6 Boyd over Ashland. 4:57 to go in the first of this 64th District Championship. As Neal's going to walk it up and throw it to Clark, and now to Owens. Owens against Raritan and misses a reverse lay-in inside. Had the size advantage, couldn't get it to go. Spurlock the other way. He's going to step back, take the 3, and he got it. Jacob Spurlock, that's how he wants to start it, as it's 10-6 Ashland. Neal, or into 6 Boyd. Neal drives inside. He's blocked in the traffic. Clark gets the rebound, goes up and scores. Ashland has had 2 times they've been blocked inside and just came out in the right place, right time. 10-8 Boyd. Payne drives in on Neal, and he gives it out to Raritan and over to Woods. Woods against Owens. Drives to the bucket. Reverse lay-in's going to go. 12-8 Boyd here in the first. Neal back to Smith. He's going to step up on Payne, and he's going to try the 3, and he got it. Smith, his first 3, and it's 12-11 Boyd, 3:57 in the first. Payne drives to the elbow, now goes back to the far wing. He's going to throw it to Woods on the cut. Boyd turns it over. As Smith down court and nearly turned it back over. Hughes with a one-handed jump. That went off Spurlock, and Hughes got it for the dunk. It's 13-12 Ashland, 3:37 to go here in the first quarter. 5-0 run for the Tomcats. Payne will now walk it up, and he'll direct traffic as Ashland now in a quarter court man-to-man. He'll dribble over to the near wing. 13-12 Ashland. Up top to Rimmer. He's guarded by Clark, and over to Spurlock, far wing. Screen from Rimmer. They switch Clark on to Spurlock. Spurlock's going to direct traffic up top. He's going to drive inside and pass it out. Open Payne 3 off the front. Rebound by Neal, and he's going to push. 3-on-3 the other way. Neal to Clark, who lays it in. 7-0 run for Ashland. It's 15-12 with 3 minutes to go in the first. Ashland gets some runouts early, and they're rebounding better, but they've rebounded well in the first quarter against Boyd. Payne now the other way, as he's going to go on the near wing, trying to hit Rimmer inside. They lob it to him. He's going to post up Clark. Rimmer backs down, spins, turns, goes up, and scores. Rimmer with 7 points, almost at his average. It's 15-14 Ashland, 2:36 to go in the first. Smith on the near wing, drives in on Woods and gets fouled. And that's going to be Woods' first. For a second, that was the second. That's going to be his first. That was Payne who had 1. As now that's the second team foul for Boyd. And Smith will go to the free throw line for the Tomcats. Drew Smith, who shoots on the season a 72.6 free throw shooter. And he's going to have 2 coming up. The first shot, it's going to go. 1 more coming up for Smith. It's 16-14 Ashland. Ashland as a team shoots 72.2% from the free throw line on the season. Second shot coming up for the senior, and that's going to rattle in. 17-14 Tomcats, 2:31 to go. 17-14 Tomcats, 2:31 to go in the first. Payne now will take it up against Neal. And the full court, somewhat sagging man-to-man, goes around. He's going to drive in the other way. Rimmer came up to set a screen, and he'll dribble back out, hand it behind him to Spurlock, who will dribble back near the mid-court stripe. Spurlock against Neal. He's going to drive, step back, take the triple, and it's off. Rebound goes. Rimmer comes down with it. He's going to go up, and he got the bucket and got fouled. So Rimmer now at 9 of Boyd County, 16 points with 2:07 to go in the first. And he's going to have 1 more coming up. Rimmer, who's 3 for 4 from the free throw line so far. As checking in for Boyd will be Clark Huff, the 6-foot junior. Boyd County, a veteran team, 4 seniors and a junior starting. Rimmer's free throw goes. He has 10 of their 17, and we're knotted up with 2:06 to go in the first. As now Neal will walk it up. He's going to be guarded by Payne. He gets to the 10-second strike. He's going to dribble it out to the far side. Neal, Clark coming up to screen. Neal's going to drive in on Payne. Loses his footing and back out to Smith. He's going to step back, give it to Hughes, and back to Neal. Payne doing a really good job on Neal defensively. Neal to the bucket, lays it in against Gunnar Woods. They switched Woods on him. He got the matchup he wanted, 19-17 Tomcats. 1:37 in the first. Rimmer in the post. He's surrounded, and he goes up with, he now has 12. Rimmer with 12 and 19, Boyd's 19 with 1:28 to go in the first. As Neal's going to bring it up. Neal, and dribble around up top, give it to Smith at 1:20. Smith drives in on Woods, lays it up, and it goes. Blow right by him there. It's 9. And now it's not 21-19 Ashland with 1:11 to go here in the first. Payne will dribble it up, go past the 10-second stripe as he's met by Elijah Neal. Man-to-man from Ashland. Huff screen. They switch Owens on him. Owens has to be careful. He has a foul. Payne drives in, blows by Owens underneath to Woods, and he scores. Or I'm sorry, to Huff, and he scores. So it's 21-all, 50 seconds to go in the first. Owens in against Rimmer, out to Clark. He's going to step up. He's cut off at the elbow, back to Neal. He's going to drive in, reverse layup is good by Neal. 23-21 Ashland, 39 seconds to go here in the first. Payne now the other way. As we've been seesawing here early. They switch Clark on him. And Payne is going to dribble to the near wing. Looking to hit Rimmer inside there. Huff's wide open on the far corner, and he can shoot the three. Payne now dribbles back up top. And he's going to wait, let the offense set up at 13, at 12. Ashland up 23-21 in the first. Payne, far wing at 10, at 9, at 8, at 7. Drives in at 6, at 5. 3 is blocked. Huff's three blocked by Owens at 5.1 seconds to go here in the first. Jalen Strader now coming in for Ashland. Owens going out. Probably to protect him. He has one foul, and they don't want him getting a second. As now it's 5.1 seconds to go in the first. Ashland 23-21. Woods will inbound right in front of the Ashland bench. Smith on him. And he's going to look. He gets Spurlock at 5. Spurlock at 4, at 3, at 2. He has to force it, finds Payne, and he gets it off at the buzzer, and it goes. Air balls. Spurlock faked the shot and passed it to Payne, who was open but just couldn't get it to go. At the end of one, Ashland up 23-21 in this 64th District Championship here on 97.9 The River.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that's built to last. KFB, the Better Bank, is proud to be your hometown community bank, serving neighbors, not numbers. We're here for all your financial needs today and well into the future. So if you're looking for a bank that's committed for the long haul, check out our Wheelersburg location today. KFB, the Better Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Ashland leading 23-21 to start the second. It's going to be Neal, Smith, Strader on the court, along with Hughes and Clark for the Tomcats. Payne, Spurlock, Huff, Raridan, and Rimmer for the Lions. As Neal will inbound, Smith is going to bring it up. Ashland getting ready to send Owens back in. Smith against Spurlock. Got dribbles to the elbow. And gives it back up to Clark. Clark's going to dribble up top. 23-21 Ashland starting the second. Clark in on Huff. Loses the handle, picks up, and gives it out to Hughes and over to Smith. Smith against Spurlock. Drives up, spins, turns, and slithers underneath and misses it inside. Tipped by Clark, missed. Spurlock now on the run. He's going to drive it against Smith into the lane. Step back jumper is off the front. Rebound by Hughes. Neal is going to push it. 5-on-3 the other way. Neal inside, and he's fouled by Payne. And if that's on Payne, that's his second. 23-21, 7:21 to go here in the second as Payne picks up his second foul. As Owens is going to check back in for Strader now. Tomcats up 23-21. Payne with 2 fouls right now. 7:21 to go in the second. As now it's going to be inbounded. That's going to be Neal lobbing it into Clark on the elbow and give him back to Neal. Payne's going to stay in for Boyd. He's going to dribble back up top against Huff. Neal, step back, drives inside, goes against Huff, lays it up, and it's going to rattle in. Neal just, again, using his speed, getting by him. 25-21, Ashland on their largest lead so far. 7 minutes to go in the second. Payne has it against Neal, looking to hit Rimmer. Rimmer fighting hard for position in the post. And they're going to dump it to him. Rimmer, he's going to post up Clark. Spins, turns, little jump hook off the front. Back to Neal. Neal's going to push it. Neal drives in against Spurlock, lays it up and in. Neal with 10, 27-21 Ashland. 6:38 to go in a second, and Coach Anderson has seen enough. Timeout called by Boyd, as it's going to be a 30-second. 27-21 Tomcats in the 64th District Championship. Here we'll be back on 97.9 The River.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
27-1 Tomcats, 6:38 to go in the second quarter. And right now it's been about as flawless of a game as you could ask for. Only 1 turnover both ways. Boyd had a turnover in the first quarter. That was it. Rimmer's led the way for him right now. He has Rimmer's at 12 right now. Neal with 10 for the Tomcats as Payne is going to dribble it up. We have a whistle, and I'm not sure. And looks like a little bit of water on the court. As now they're getting that cleaned up. Official Kenny Kedley working a little overtime there on that one. And Coach Bonner had cleaned up. Spurlock will inbound, 27-21 Ashland. 6:32 to go here in the second quarter. As it's going to be up top to Payne. And he'll dribble it against Neal. Payne to the far wing, gives it to Woods. Woods, and he's going to hit the cutting Rimmer. Fakes out Clark, then gets his 14th point. It's 27-23 Boyd here in the set, or Ashland over Boyd here in the second. Rimmer with 14. They're dumping it into him a lot. He's already almost doubled his average. Owens drives in, lays it up, misses it against Raritan, and Raritan will get the rebound. Spurlock lobs it down. The Ashland is not doing a good job getting back position defensively, and Payne misses the 3. Woods gets the rebound and fortunately couldn't hang on to it for Ashland. Neal the other way to Owens underneath and out. Raritan deflects it out of bounds. That's going to stay with that. Ashland very fortunate. They did not hustle back defensively on that last play. 27-23 Ashland, 5:50 to go in the second. Very fortunate that wasn't a 3 for Boyd as Neal will inbound underneath. He's going to slap, and he's going to hit Clark underneath. Goes up on Spurlock. Thought he might have bumped him. And the rebound goes back to Clark. And up to Owens. But again, they're calling it pretty loose, to be fair. So Neal against Spurlock on the near wing. Going to dribble around and drive in. Spurlock. Neal goes up, running hook, missed it. Clark underneath, gets the rebound and scores. Ashland so far winning the rebound battle, and it's 29-23 Tomcats. As Payne will bring it up against Neal. They switch Clark on him. Inside to Rimmer. Rimmer posting up Neal. He's going to go up and score. Rimmer with 16 of Boyd's 25 points right now. Ashland up 29-25. 5:06 to go in the second. Owens against Raritan. Lays it up, and it goes. Owens' first bucket. 31-25 Tomcats. Here's where later in the second, Payne pushing tempo, and it's poked out. Neal gets it down to Clark, 1-on-none. He's going to dunk it. Yes, sir. 33-25 Tomcats, 4:46 to go in the second. Has Payne the other way now. That's Boyd's second turnover. Payne will go around, and the screen from Rimmer. Payne to the far wing. Payne guarded by Hughes and up to Spurlock. He's guarded by Smoke. Spurlock drives left, lays it up, and it goes. Spurlock with 5. Here with 4:22 to go in the second, and Anderson takes a full timeout for Boyd. So full timeout called with 4:21 to go in the second. It's 33-27 Ashland. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
It's 33-27 Tomcats, 4:21 to go in the second. Ashland only won 3 right now, but they haven't taken a lot of them. They've had a lot of points in the paint. They forced 2 turnovers and capitalized on both with points on the other end. As Neal over to Smith, open 3 off the front, rebound by Raridan. Spurlock over to Huff, open look, and that one goes off the front. Rebound to Smith, and he gets it to Clark. 4-on-2, Ashland the other way. Clark drives in, lays it up, and it goes. Clark with 10, Neal with 10, Smith with 9, and it's 35-27 Ashland. 3:48 to go here in the second quarter. As Woods will go off the Spurlock screen. They're going to have Hughes on him now. Spurlock high post against Smith. Takes the fadeaway shot. It's good. He has 7. Spurlock had 44 and 15 last time. We don't want him going. Also has averaged 11 rebounds a game over his last 11. Averages 9 on the season as now Neal will dribble up top. 35-29 Ashland. 3:23 to go in the second. Neal lobs it underneath, and Spurlock gets it. Not a good play there by Ashland as inside Huff. Wide open, misses the shot. Neal got back there, but Huff gets the rebound and puts it in. 35-31, Ashland leading, 3:05 to go in the second. Strader over to Smith and back up to Strader. To Neal on the far wing. He's going to dribble up top now and over to Smith. To Strader, Boyd County a little zone. Smith three-pointer, and it bounces off the top of the rim. Tipped out to Hughes. Neal for 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound by Smith. Clark, a great effort on that rebound. Just couldn't get to go. As now Spurlock, 35-31. Ashland's going to drive in, lay it up, and it goes. Spurlock lulled Ashland to sleep, and Coach Bonner a timeout after a 6-0 run by Boyd. Ashland leading 35-33 with 2:33 to go in the second. We'll be back here shortly. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon. When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
35-33 Ashland right now, as it's been Neal and Clark with 10 for Ashland. Caleb Bremer for Boyd has played like Shaquille O'Neal tonight, 16 for him on the inside. Spurlock has 9, and he's starting to heat up. As now Smith brings it up, zone from Boyd. Over to Neal, lob back to Smith, near side. To Strader on the near corner, up top to Smith. Over to Neal, he's going to drive in and bring it back out as they navigate the zone. Now Neal over to Hughes and to Smith on the far side. Back up to Neal against Woods. He's going to drive in, and a foul called on Woods. If that's on Woods, that's going to be his second. And Boyd not happy with that call, and I'm not, based on my angle, I'm not certain, honestly. But this is, regardless, this is with Ashland, with Payne on the 2 fouls on Woods now. So Payne and Woods for Boyd have 2 fouls as Neal goes to the line. He's going to hit the first, 36-33, Ashland. Elijah Neal, and on the season, Neal's a 70% free throw shooter, as Owens is back in for the Tomcats. Out goes Strader. Second shot for Neal, and it's going to rattle off. Ashland 3 for 4 from the line right now. Boyd 4 for 5. Rimmer dribbles up against Clark. 36-33 Ashland, under 2 to go in the first half. Woods, near wing, is going to dribble back up top and give it to Spurlock. His 3 off. Rebound by Smith. And he's going to slow it down for Ashland and give it to Elijah Neal. His shoe's untied. Quick officials timeout. We'll keep it here as Smith ties his shoe with 1:44 remaining in the half. 36-33 Ashland. Now Neal will get it going. He's going to inbound right in front of me here at the scorer's table. Smith now gets a redo in his shoe there. Getting it to, oh boy, fans not happy. Smith now got his shoe to go. Cheers for the Ashland student section. Now Smith will walk it up. 36-33 Ashland over to Clark. Boyd in a man now. Has Hughes on the far corner. Up to Clark. Over to Smith. Smith against Huff. Wanting that step back 3, not there. Screen coming from Clark. Smith over to Clark now. And back to Neal. He's going to drive in. Mid-range floater off. Rebound taken down by Huff. And he's going to lob it up to Woods near midcourt. He's going to dribble up. Woods dribbles to Smith, and he's blocked. Drew Smith, great defense. Neal, 3-on-3 the other way. Back to Smith. His 3 up. His 3 good. 39-33 Ashland with 1:06 to go in the second. Woods now will bring it up against Smith. Rimmer screen as he goes. Woods now will dribble up top. Woods to the near wing, and he'll throw it over to Spurlock. Spurlock guarded by Hughes. He's going to jab, fake, and throw it to Woods. Open 3 from the corner, and it's off. Rebound by Owens. Owens now against Spurlock. Down to Hughes. Lays it up and in. 41-33 Ashland. 39 seconds to go in the half. As Woods on the near wing, dribbles up against Smith. 30 seconds to go. Woods picks up his dribble and throws it over to Raritan. Raritan up top, throws it to Spurlock. He has it on the far wing. Spurlock dribbles to the elbow, steps back, turnaround jumper up, and it's off. Rebound by Neal. 17 seconds to go in the half. 41-33, Ashland in the lead. Neal's going to walk it up at 11, at 10. Neal at 9, at 8. As he's guarded by Huff at 7. Boyd man. As he drives around, Huff loses the handle, picks it up. Over to an open Smith. Can he do it again? Off the front. Clark's tip in good, but it's after the buzzer. And that's going to do it for the first half. It's 41-33. Ashland in the lead here at the end of the second. And that's going to be, that's going to do it here as we're getting ready for halftime. It's 41-33 Ashland. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
When it comes to your money, you want a bank that's built to last. KFB, the Better Bank, is proud to be your hometown community bank, serving neighbors, not numbers. We're here for all your financial needs today and well into the future. So if you're looking for a bank that's committed for the long haul, check out our Wheelersburg location today. KFB, the Better Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Ashland leading 41-33 over Boyd at halftime. It's always strange when these two teams play. A combined 3 threes in the first half from both teams. And they haven't been shooting poorly. They just haven't been taking a lot of threes. There's always something weird that happens, it seems like, because having a little contest at halftime now. And I'm looking down. They have 4 air mattresses, 2 on each side of the baseline. Oh, wow. Having the students get together to be a fun competition. But right now, though, in the game, it's 41-33 Ashland. As it's leading the way, it's Elijah Neal, or Drew Smith has 12 for Ashland. Neal has 11. Caleb Clark has 10. Hughes has 6. And Owens has 2. Ashland has relied on, it's been 2 factors. Number one, they've been able to get the right matchups defensively and get through off the dribble. And second, they've only forced 2 turnovers. Now, I do not have Ashland at a single turnover in the first half. Let's keep it that way. but right now, they forced 2 Boyd County turnovers and have come up with buckets on the other end off of both of those. Meanwhile, on Boyd's side, Rimmer has 16. He's leading the way for the Lions. And Payne has 2 right now. Spurlock with 9. Payne has had 2 fouls. Woods with 2. He also has 2 fouls. And Huff with 4 for the Lions. Meanwhile, in terms of free throws, Ashland is 3 for 4 as a team. Boyd 4 for 5. Rimmer's attempted all 5 of them. So that's how it's been for the first half. It's 41-33 Ashland right now. We're going to take a break here and come back shortly. You're listening to the 64th District Championship on 97.9 The River.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again. That means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcat! It's game time, and Food Fair has everything you need to feed your home team. From hand-battered chicken tenders and sauced wings to meatballs, party sliders, and fresh veggie trays. Food Fair makes hosting easy. Just order the perfect catering tray and pick it up at the deli counter. Some locations even have grab-and-go trays, and you're ready to serve. No cooking, no stress, just great food. Food Fair. Game time made easy. Get more at foodfairmarkets.com.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Life. What is life? Life is a collection of moments. Moments that stay with you a lifetime. Make those memories and moments happen at CF Rushline Jewelers with our complete line of Gabriel & Company diamond rings, engagement rings, and wedding bands. CF Rushline Jewelers is your place to make those life moments happen. Visit CF Rushline Jewelers at 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington, across from Pullman Square, or visit online at cfrjewelers.com.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Tomcats leading Boyd 41-33 at halftime. About a minute to go until we resume action. And a big shout out and thank you to Lindsey Neal over here. The update watching George Rogers Clark and Montgomery in the 10th. George Rogers Clark ahead 35-26 in that one. Montgomery ahead 35-26 to start the third. So Montgomery playing some good basketball. That would be a huge win for them. Both these schools met Montgomery County earlier this year. But right now for Ashland, what they need to do, I think, is if Boyd is going to continue that alignment, what Ashland is doing, they're being patient offensively. They're moving the ball around, they're finding the right matchup, and then they're attacking the basket. But Boyd is doing a lot of dumping the ball into the post to Caleb Remmer. And Remmer right now at 16. And it's not a surprise to see Remmer doing so well. He's a great kid, great athlete, and he's getting up there and getting it done. But I'm curious to see if Boyd is going to continue with that strategy in the second half, maybe because I think their goal was to get a couple people in foul trouble, which did not succeed. But on Boyd's side right now, Payne is on the floor starting the second half with 2, as is Woods for Boyd. They're going left to right on your dial. Ashland right to left. It's Neal, Smith. It's going to be Owens, Hughes, and Clark in for the Tomcats. Payne, Raridan, Rimmer, Spurlock, and Woods back in for the Lions. 41-33 Ashland, second half underway. Woods with it on the near wing, guarded by Smith, man-to-man from Ashland, gives it to Payne on the near corner, looking to hit Rimmer, not there, drives in, blows by Neal, it went in. Payne gets his second bucket, he has 4. It looked like it was going to roll off, and it rolled in. As Clark now is Boyd in a man-to-man. Defensively, Clark up top. He's going to drive it in on Spurlock, and he's doubled. The ball stripped out, a whistle, and a jump ball call that's going to keep it with Ashland. He was driving in against Spurlock. Rimmer tried for the strip and got a hand on it, enough to switch the possession arrow back to Boyd. As it's 41-35, Ashland with 7:30 to go, third quarter. Neal's going to inbound from baseline. He throws it underneath. Clark blocked by Rimmer. Ball tipped up, and Spurlock comes down with it. He's going to step up, take the three, and he got it that quick. Ashland gave him an inch, and he took a mile. As Spurlock now with 12, 41-38 Tomcats. Neal the other direction, dribbles to the near wing, and he's going to go back up top. Neal guarded by Payne. Drives it inside, goes up with a jumper, and draws Payne's third foul. That is huge for Boyd. Payne picks up his third foul. Malachi Payne, the point guard, and that's going to send Neal to the line. Payne is sort of the engineer of that offense with how quick he can get down floor and how quick he can. I mean, this is the kid that's had 15 assists multiple times this year, as Neal's going to put the first one up. Neal is 70% free throw shooter. He gets that to go. Neal with 12. 42-38 Ashland. 7:06 to go in the third. And Neal with one more coming up. 42-38 Ashland here as his second free throw. Take a couple extra dribbles, puts that one up, and it bounces off. Rimmer with the rebound. 42-38 Ashland. Boyd will have the basketball. 7 minutes to go in the third. Payne's going to dribble up. Payne with 3 fouls. Takes it in on Neal. He's going to step out and feeds it into Spurlock, and he goes up for the easy lay-in as Hughes tried for the strip and not able to get it. Spurlock with 14. 42-40 Ashland. Neal dribbles into a double team. Woods takes it away. First Ashland turnover. As he's going to give it up to Spurlock for the 3, and he got it. Spurlock, that quick release. He has 17. Boyd starts the second half on a 10-1 run to retake the lead with 6:34 remaining. Ashland calls timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back shortly on 97.9 The River.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Tomcats have the basketball, but trail by 1, a minute and a half, and that quick. Boyd goes from down 8 to retaking the lead. Spurlock, they have to watch him on those breaks. He dribbles up, just pops up for those threes like it's nothing and hits them. And he's at 8 so far this half. It's 43-42 Boyd. As Clark on the near wing is going to dribble and throw it cross court to Neal. It's deflected and into the hands of Spurlock. 2 Ashland turnovers. Down court to Payne, who lays it in. A 12-2 run to start the second, 12-1 run to start the second half. Neal inside out to Smith. 45-42 Boyd. Ashland no turnovers first half, 2 to start the second. Smith against Woods, spins inside, fakes him, gives it out to Neal. His three's up and good. Neal with 17. It's 45 all. 5:56 to go in the third. Payne the other way. Now far side. He's going to drive on Neal to the bucket. Fakes him off his feet. Goes up and gets the 8th point. Payne with 6 in this half so far. It's 47-45 Boyd. Boyd on a 14-4 run to start the second half. Smith drives it inside on Woods. And a whistle blow. And they're going to call a foul on Woods. That's going to be Woods' third. So Woods and Payne for Boyd, each with 3 with 5:36 to go in the third. 47-45, Ashland trails Boyd. Neal lobs it underneath to Clark. He's going to dribble back out to the corner and up to Owens. Lob cross court to Hughes, over to Smith. He takes the 3 off the front. Rebound taken by Boyd. Spurlock going to dribble up. Better guard him. He feeds it into Rimmer, and Rimmer dunks it. Rimmer with 18, 49-45 Boyd, 5:16 to go in the third. Hughes to Neal on the run. Neal against Raritan, drives in, feeds it to Clark. It's turned over. Spurlock comes out of there. 3 near midcourt, and he got it. Spurlock with 20, 52-45. Boyd on a 19-4 run to start the second half. 3 Ashland turnovers so far. Neal over to Hughes. 52-45 Boyd. Hughes far wing, up top to Clark. Clark guarded by Spurlock. Over to Neal. Intensity from Boyd picking up. Neal's going to dribble around to the top of the key. Drive in on Spurlock and give it back. Hughes' 3. Got it. Justin Hughes with 9. It's 52-48. Boyd leading Ashland. That stops the bleeding a little bit, as now it's going to be Payne. As Ashland in a man-to-man, but they better do something. Spurlock right now heating up in the second half. He has 11. He had 9 in the first half. Payne, we're not even halfway in the third. Payne on the near wing against Clark. Up top to Spurlock. Spurlock guarded by Neal. He's going to dribble around, give it over to Woods. 3 up and off. Rebound out to Payne. It goes off his foot and to the elbow and back up to Spurlock. He's going to drive in, give it out to Raritan. 3 up and airballed underneath. And a whistle. And Woods, whoa. I don't know. And that's huge because that's Woods' 4th foul. I would have to go back and look at him. Boyd is not happy, and in a way, there's a part of me that says I can't blame him, as now Smith will inbound. And he gives it to Neal and back to Smith. 52-48 Boyd, 3:50 to go here in the third. Over to Smith, and he's going to drive inside. Smith out to Clark near wing against Raritan. He's going to drive and nearly loses the handle up top to Neal. Ashland just not in that same rhythm this half. They got to match Boyd's intensity. Neal against Ethan Raritan. Steps back, takes the 3, airballs it. It's going to go out. Ashland, instead of this half looking for the right matchup, Ashland is stepping back and forcing a lot of shots, and that's not a good thing here. 3:28 to go in the third. Ashland trailing Boyd 52-48 in this 64th District Championship game. As Payne now guarded by Neal. He's going to bring it up. And Payne drives in, lays it up, and it goes. Blew right by him. That's 10 for Payne. 8 in this half. It's been Payne and Spurlock. Payne with 8, Spurlock with 11. As Smith drives in, post up Huff, and it's airballed. Ashland taking a lot of careless shots right now. It's going back to Boyd. 54-48. Boyd leading Ashland with 3:04 to go here in the third. Raritan will inbound to Payne, and he's going to put up against Neal. Cut off at the elbow, feeds it underneath. Huff on the cut, lays it in. Huff with 6. Boyd up 56-48. They have outscored Ashland 23-7 to start the second half. Neal in front of the scorer's table, screen from Clark. Neal goes around inside into 3 defenders. Another shot that's an air ball. It's deflected out by Boyd. Ashland just has to calm down and get into a rhythm. They have to try to control the pace of the game. And they've got a little help now with Woods out and Payne with 3 fouls. Rimmer hands that off to Neal. Back over to Smith. Far wing's going to jab step Huff, take the 3, and he got it. Smith his third 3. It's 56-51. Ashland trailing. 2:24 to go in the third. Boyd with the basketball, but they've been near unstoppable this quarter. 23 points in just over half a quarter right now as Payne will walk it up. Up top, they hit Spurlock. High post against Hughes. He's going to back down, turn around jumper, and that one's going to bounce off. Tipped back and into the hands, goes to Payne. His 3 up, off right side. Rimmer's going to get it for Boyd. Rimmer in the near corner. He's looking to punch it into Payne, not there. He's going to drive on Hughes, muscle it up, miss it. Hughes tips it back to Owens. Ashland down 5 as Neal drives in underneath the Clark. Reverse lay and goes. Clark with 12, 56-53. Boyd with 1:41 to go in the third. It's been all Boyd so far here in the third. Ashland led by 8 at half. Payne on the near wing. He's going to drive inside. Go against Neal. Cut off. He's going to dribble back to the near corner in front of his bench. Up to Spurlock near wing. 56-53 Boyd. Spurlock, step back three, no. Pass to Rimmer. Rimmer now over to Raridan. Up top and over to Rimmer. Owens deflects it out. He takes it down to Clark. Stuffs it. 3 turnovers for Boyd. 56-55. Ashland cuts the 8-point lead to 1. As Payne will have it now for the Lions. And Payne picked up by Smith. Screen coming from Spurlock. Payne dribbles around. Ashland switches Hughes on him. 56-55 Boyd into Spurlock, and he's unintentionally elbowed by Owens. Owens tried to jump up and steal the lob and picked up his second foul in the process. Spurlock okay from that. And now Payne will inbound baseline. 56-55 Boyd leading. 51.5 to go in the third. He's going to get it to Rimmer near wing. Rimmer looking. And up to Spurlock. Wanted the three. He's going to drive on Neal. Step back. Now take the three, and he got it. Spurlock with 4 threes in this half. He has 23. 59-55 Boyd with 33 seconds to go in the third. Smith against Huff to the bucket. Lays it up, and it goes. Smith for Ashland now with 17. 59-57 Boyd with 21 seconds to go here in the third. Payne's going to bring it up. Totally different pace of the game this half, and I feel like Boyd is in control of that right now. Payne against Smith, man-to-man from Ashland. 10 seconds to go. Payne off the screen at 9, at 8, at 7. To the bucket. Tough shot against Hughes. Misses it. Out to Clark. CC at 3, at 2, at 1. He's got it. One out. Dunks it at the buzzer. Caleb Clark with 14. We're tied up at 59 here at the 64th District Championship. We're going to take a break and come back here at the end of 3 here on 97.9 The River.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night that can start working in as early as 1 week. Based on clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks, individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider about what this may mean for you. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms or hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause, Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're tied at 59 to start the fourth. Boyd was down 8 at half, 41-33. They took a 56-48 lead in the third before Ashland would close the quarter out on an 11-3 run. On the court for the Tomcats, it's the same 5. It's Neal, Smith, Hughes, Owens, and Clark. For Boyd, it's going to be Raridan, Payne, Rimmer, Spurlock, and Huff. Woods on the bench with 4 fouls. Payne playing with 3 for Boyd. We're not at 59 to start the fourth. What a wild turn of events this game has been. Payne dribbles, gives it to Spurlock, high post. He's going to drive in. Floater's good. Spurlock, just like last time, has picking it up. He has 25, 61-59 Boyd leading. Neal over to Clark near midcourt. And he's going to dribble around against Huff. Clark's going to drive. He's doubled. Clark picks up his dribble and throws it over to Owens on the wing. Owens against Raridan's going to drive inside. Feed it out to Smith from 19-9. Off the rim. Rebound. Rimmer gets it. 61-59. Boyd leading Ashland in the fourth. Payne to Rimmer. He's in untouched and dunks it. Rimmer with 20. 63-59. And Clark won't walk off the court, limping a little bit. Not sure where he took a. Possibly he's wanting to stay out. Clark walking it off. 63-59 with 7:18 to go in the fourth. Neal over to Smith. Payne guarding Neal full court. Smith will be met by Spurlock at half court. Smith steps up, drives the lane, goes up, turnaround jumper, misses. Rebound to Rimmer. 63-59 Boyd starting the fourth on a 4-0 run. Spurlock's going to walk it up now against Hughes, and intended for Rimmer, but it lands into Huff's hands. He goes in and misses the floater. Rebound to Smith. And it's down to Neal. He's going to drive inside. Neal underneath, lays it in. 63-61. Boyd leading with 6:42 to go in the fourth. Payne now against Smith. Drives inside. It's deflected. And a foul called on Neal with 6:37 to go here in the fourth. Foul's going to go against Smith, actually. That's going to be Smith's second. Ashland's first with 6:37 remaining. 63-61. Boyd leading over Ashland here or in the fourth. As now it's going to be Spurlock. He goes into post to Rimmer against Neal. Turnaround jumper too high. Bounces off, but he gets the rebound out to Huff. His three off, and Rimmer called for an over the back. 63-61. Ashland trailing with 6:27 to go. That foul's going to go on Rimmer, his first. And that's going to be Ashland's ball. So now Clark will inbound. Clark throws it into Neal. Neal against Payne. Neal. As Neal over to Clark. High post. He drives in on Woods. Lays it up and it goes. Wow. I thought he had his arm extended and we got away with one there. We're tied at 63. Payne. Now they switch Hughes on Payne. Payne drives into the lane, feeds it underneath to Huff, who lays it, or Woods, who gets his second bucket. 65-63. Boyd ahead with 5:51 to go in the fourth. Neal against Payne. Into the lane. He goes up, and a foul called. That's Payne's fourth. As now Neal will go to the line for two shots. That's going to be the fourth on Payne with 5:46 remaining here in the fourth. And Randy Anderson wants to call, I thought he was calling a timeout for a second. Shot by Neal. It's going to go off. And he's got one more coming up. And so now with 5:46 to go, Ashland trailing 65-63 in the 64th District Championship. We're going to take a break and come back. Neal will have one more free throw here on 97.9 The River.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
65-63. Boyd leading Ashland with 5:46 to go in the fourth. As Neal's going to have one more free throw coming up. Malachi Payne, a point guard for Boyd, just picked up his fourth foul. As Neal has one more coming up. Missed the first and has a second opportunity. And he's going to put it up, and that one's going to rattle off. Rebound by Rimmer. 65-63 Boyd. Ashland unable to capitalize as now Payne's going to walk it up. And he's going to throw it to Spurlock near wing. Spurlock, he's going to drive in on Hughes. Bull inside. Hughes blocks it. Back to Spurlock, though. It goes up, misses that, and a foul called on Hughes. And I don't know about that one, but this is a rare time I got to say. We got the majority of the bad calls tonight. As Spurlock's going to go to the line for two here in the fourth. And the bad thing is Spurlock is an 84.9% free throw shooter. He's going to put the first one up. It goes 26 for Spurlock. He's got one more coming up at the free throw line. Spurlock on the year, who's taken a total of 139 free throw shots coming into tonight. He's in 118 of them. His second shot, and that's going to go off. Rebounds. Boyd's second miss from the line. Rebound by Hughes. Neal at 66-63. Boyd. Neal over to Smith. Then out to Neal at the logo. And over to Smith at 5:15. Back to Neal. Ashland down 3 here in the fourth. In this 64th District Championship. Clark over to Neal. Back up to Clark. He's going to drive into the teeth of the defense. Get the lay in. Ashland goes 2 for 1. 66-65. They trail. Payne now the other way as he'll dribble to the near wing. 4:55 to go in the game. It's 66-65 Boyd. Payne drives in, feeds it to Spurlock underneath, and he gets the bucket. Spurlock with 28, 68-65 Boyd. Smith now will dribble it up on the near side, and he's guarded by Raridan. Smith lobbed out to Owens. Owens against Woods. Drives it and feeds it out to Hughes and over to Neal. Ashland down 68-65 in the fourth. Neal, just got to get in your flow and just run your thing. As Smith up top over to Clark. He's going to drive in on Raridan to the bucket. Reverse lay and miss. Raridan, Payne or Rimmer might have gotten a piece of that, but Boyd turns it over down court. Hughes inside to Clark, goes up on Rimmer, and he's blocked, but I could not see the happen. Rimmer goes down. Clark got knocked back, and that's going to be Rimmer's second foul with 4:14 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ashland trailing 68-65. Now 2 shots coming up from Caleb Clark. As this is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Clark with 18. And the first one goes off. Ashland missing some costly free throws. And right now 4 of 8 from the free throw line as a team. Boyd is 5 for 7. Both teams below their average. Boyd at 71%, Ashland at 50. Second shot for Clark. It's up and it goes. CC with 19, 68-66. Boyd leading Ashland here in the fourth. Ashland's not led in a while as Spurlock lobs it back to Woods and over to Payne. Ashland now tried that 1-2-2 3/4 court trap as Payne against Smith is going to drive it. He's cut off, and he throws it underneath to Raridan. He goes up against Owens, misses a jump hook. Woods there to get the rebound, and they're going to say he was on the baseline. That's going to go back to Ashland. Again, we've been a couple of these rebounds in the second half we've been lucky on as Neal will inbound. He finds Smith. Smith now will bring it up against Raridan. Hughes coming up to set the screen. Over to Neal, 68-66. Boyd leading Ashland. Clark near corner against Spurlock up to Smith. He's going to be guarded by Raridan and over to Neal, who's going to hold it up top. Back to Smith. Over to Hughes on the elbow and back out to Clark. Ashland turns it over. Just a bad pass. Fourth Ashland turnover. 3:31 to go in the fourth. It's Boyd leading 68-66. Spurlock will inbound it up top to Payne, who will run it up. Payne as he's guarded by Smith. He's going to dribble around up top. Screen from Rimmer. Payne lobs it into Rimmer on the cut, and he scores. Rimmer with 22. It's 70-66 Boyd with 3:12 to go in the fourth. Neal now over to Smith, and Coach Bonner is going to call a timeout. This is going to be a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. Ashland trails Boyd 70-66 with 3:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back shortly here on 97.9 The River.
With the start of a new year and the big beautiful bill come new tax laws, deduction changes, and more. Sounds scary? Relax. Angel Tax and Bookkeeping has you covered. Whether it's your taxes in your home state or across multiple states, Angel Tax is your dependable tax expert, up to date on every new change. File in person or drop them off. It's easy and stress-free with Angel Tax and Bookkeeping. Call 740-886-6500 or visit Angel Tax and Bookkeeping at 127 State Street, Proctorville.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Ashland basketball, 3:09 to go in the fourth. Neal will bring it up and give it over to Owens, far wing, back to Neal and over to Smith. Smith, Boyd in more of a 3-2 look now, over to Clark. As he's going to give it to Neal, he's going to take the three from back and get it. Elijah Neal, he cuts it to 1, 70-69 Boyd, 2:48 remaining. Payne's going to walk it up the court for the Lions. As we've been back and forth, both teams have led by 8 at one point in the game. Neal around the rim or screen. They double him and over to Woods. Woods now on the near wing, up top to Spurlock. Step up three-pointer, and he gets it. Bounces around all over the rim, and Spurlock gets his 29th point. 73-69 Boyd. Neal over to Smith, and lobbed across court to Owens. Spurlock's had 20 in this half. Owens going to dribble around, give it to Neal, and nearly lost it there on the handoff. Neal now back to Owens, and over to Hughes, far corner, to Owens, to Neal. 73-69 to Boyd as we approach the 2-minute mark. Neal against Raritan, back out to Smith. Smith steps, dribbles inside to the bucket, lays it up, blocked by Spurlock. It's going to stay with Ashland at 1:57. 73-69 Boyd leading. Boyd has 3 fouls, Ashland 2. It takes 5 for the bonus right now. Possession arrow is with the Tomcats. As it's inbounded from underneath, as Neal lobs it back to Hughes, who and over to Smith. Smith against Spurlock at 1:53. 73-69 Boyd. He's going to dribble in on Spurlock to the bucket. Fake, slither inside, go up, and is deflected. And my view's been obstructed a couple times tonight. That was one of them, but it goes out off of Boyd. 1:47 to go. 73-69 Ashland. Inbounded to Neal up top, or Boyd leading Ashland. As Neal against Raritan spins around, drives inside, and feeds it to the corner. Open Hughes 3 off. Rebound by Raritan. It's deflected back, and Owens misses a gimme inside. Got the ball but couldn't get it to go. Payne down court, lays it up against Smith, misses. Rimmer the rebound, and he gets it to go. Rimmer with 24, 75-69 Boyd. Neal steps up, airballs the 3. Back to Smith it goes, though. They tipped it out. Smith, jumper up and off. Ashland just a lid on that rim right now. Boyd rebounds it at 1:10. 79-65 Boyd. They go down court. Payne is wide open. He's going to take the 3 and miss it. Rebound by Smith. Down to Neal. Ashland running 3-on-2 if they can take advantage. Neal. Ashland down 6 late. Up to Smith. Smith against Woods. Over to Neal. His three-pointer. Got it. 75-72. Boyd leading Ashland with 49 seconds left in this district championship game. So right now, Neal with a couple big threes for Ashland. We are tied to start the fourth quarter, and honestly, Boyd just going their way tonight, seems like things are, as they, of course, Spurlock having a big second half. He had 9 at halftime, a timeout called. We're going to keep it here. Ashland now 1 timeout remaining. Spurlock with the total of, make sure I've got my numbers right here, Spurlock at 21 in the second half. And so he has 30 on the night as Boyd leads 75-72 with 49 seconds to go. And Rimmer has had 24. Boyd dumping it into him a lot tonight with success. On the other hand, for Ashland, Neal has 23. And he's hit some big shots late. As Ashland trails 75-72. Clark has 19 for the Tomcats. Smith with 17, although they bottled him up much of this second half. Ashland led 41-33 at halftime. No turnovers in the first half. Ashland with 4 turnovers, all in the second half. And Boyd came back out, stormed out to a 56-48 lead. Ashland closed the third on an 11-3 run to tie it at 59. And now Boyd has just barely pushed this lead out to start the fourth. And that's where we're at, 75-72. Boyd with the basketball as Payne's going to inbound baseline. He's going to look, and Spurlock fouled by Neal before he gets it in. That's going to be the third foul on the team. That's going to be Elijah Neal's first. So it's a 3-point game now. Each team 1 foul to give before the bonus. Possession arrows with Ashland. Boyd will have it again. 49 seconds remaining. And Rimmer, the one they want to foul, but he's even a 70% free throw shooter, is Payne. Up top, he's going to be doubled. And Double picks up his dribble and calls timeout. was in trouble up there, and Coach Anderson's going to take a full timeout for Boyd. Ashland trailing 75-72 with 42.6 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break and come back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Save big money on everything for your next bathroom project now at Menards. Upgrade your bathroom with Max. With more than 1,000 showers, bathtubs, and surrounds, you're sure to find exactly what you need to add luxury and style to your bathroom. Save big on our entire selection of Max bathroom products. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Ashland trailing 75-72, 42.6 seconds to go here in the fourth. As Raritan looking to inbound, looking. He gets it to Woods, and Neal gets it because he gets the timeout. And they're going to say it went off Boyd on the end line and give it back to Ashland. So they're going to say it was deflected out. I saw Neal and I think Woods diving for it. And with 39.3 to go, Ashland's going to have it. Neal's going to inbound. Neal looking under the bucket. Lobs it back to Clark. He's going to dribble up top, give it to Smith at 37. At Clark, he's going to take the three. He got it! Caleb Clark got it! We're tied with 30 seconds to go in the 64th District Championship at 75. 24 seconds to go. Payne's going to walk it up against Smith. I don't think Boyd's going to be rushing any shots. As Payne now against Smith. As both crowds on their feet. Payne at 10, at 9. Drives it, gives it back to Spurlock at 8, at 7, at 6. Spurlock set back 3, and he got it at 4. 4 seconds to go, and a timeout by Ashland. Just like 2 seasons ago, Spurlock steps back and hits the 3 with 2.1 seconds to go in this one. As he stepped back, and now it's 78-75. Boyd leading Ashland with 2.1 seconds to go. We're going to keep it here. So right now, 2 seconds left. Ashland has to get it down court. Payne dribbled it up on that play, just of course held it around up top, gave it back to Spurlock at about 10 seconds to go. And he held on to it, just kind of waited for his shot, and it came up. That's similar to 2 years ago when he hit the game winner from the near corner in front of his bench to put Ashland away 56-55. Of course, Ashland has 2 seconds now to get something down court. And now some spilled popcorn on a lot of spilled popcorn on the Boyd side. I'm not sure what happened there. They're working to get it cleaned up ASAP. But now it's 78-75, 2 seconds left in this one. Ashland will have a chance to get something off possibly, as right now on the court there's the foul. Ashland's going to have to get a 3, but the foul situation, each team a foul to give. The possession arrow is with Ashland if it comes to that, although they would give Ashland the ball with very little time with 2 seconds left. But Boyd right now ahead, 78-75. And Neal's going to inbound from the far side of the court, about halfway between the midcourt stripe and Hughes is going to inbound, I'm sorry, under the bucket. I thought they were giving it to Neal. I thought Ashland had gotten it in, and then Bonner called the timeout. Hughes is going to inbound under the bucket, 2.1 seconds to go. He is the quarterback on the football team. Hughes to inbound, and they're going to leave him unguarded. 2 seconds to go. Ashland basketball. Boyd, 2-2-1 look. Now they go more man as Hughes looking. Clark at midcourt. Back to Neal at the buzzer from half court. Oh, just off the rim. He almost got that to go. He hit a shot like that in the first round of the Pikeville Invitational, and Boyd hangs on to win the district championship by a score of 78-75 off of a Jacob Spurlock three-pointer that came with 2.1 seconds to go. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back here shortly here on 97.9 The River.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Jacob Spurlock hits a shot for Boyd with 2.1 seconds to go, about 25 feet back, and it propels Boyd to the district championship over Ashland, 78-75. I've got total my numbers here as Ashland finished up. Spurlock got hot in the second half. That's the thing. He didn't score 45 tonight, but he did score 6 3-pointers in the second half. I had him at 25 in the second half. Let me make sure my totals here. 5, 11, 14, 16, 23. Oh, he only had 23 in the second half. He finished the game with 32 overall, so congrats. Or no, he did have 25 in the second half. He finishes with 34 overall tonight. Spurlock, who averages 28 a game, and he has scored over that average every time these two teams have met this year. Meanwhile, for Boyd, Rimmer was the one who had triple his scoring average with 24. Boyd dumped it into him and a lot in the post, especially in the first half, as he had 24 points for the game. Payne finished with 10 in foul trouble a lot tonight. Huff had 6 off the bench, and Woods had 4 for the Lions. Meanwhile, for Ashland, Neal led the way with 23. He had 3 threes late in the game. Hughes had 9. Smith finished with 17. Clark finished with 22, including a 3 with 30 seconds to go that tied it. And Owens finished with a bucket. So now that does it here for this one. Boyd will emerge, and Boyd presented the trophy for the 64th District Championship, as they will emerge as the champion, and Ashland as the runner-up in the regional tournament drawing this weekend, this Saturday. The drawing to be held so the way it will work again, the district champions, which the other 3 districts are yet to be determined, but the district champions will be facing or will meet against one of the runners-up, and that will determine who ends up how they draw. Now, the thing that won't happen, you won't see 2 teams from the same district on the same side. So you won't see Ashland and Boyd in the first round, or should things work out for them, like you wouldn't see them in the second round. They wouldn't be on the same side of the bracket. But Boyd picking up a win, 78-75 over Ashland tonight, behind 34 points from Jacob Spurlock. If you're just tuning in, Ashland led for 41-33 at halftime. I did not have Ashland with a single turnover in the first half. Not a single turnover. And, they only had 1 3, but didn't take a lot of threes because they were getting good lanes to the bucket against Boyd. And that's how they were attacking. But then the second half comes, and Boyd rips off a 10-1 run to take a 43-42 lead over Ashland. And meanwhile, they would extend that lead. They would then go on a 13-6 run to extend that to 56-48. But Ashland would certainly come back fighting, going on an 11-3 run of their own to close out the third quarter. Elijah Neal stepping up and making some big plays. Hughes hitting a three, and that tied it at 59 going into the fourth. Ashland never led in the fourth quarter. They started out the fourth, and Boyd picked up the first four, and Ashland was just playing come from behind that whole way in the fourth quarter. I felt like, again, the second half, Boyd did a good job controlling the tempo. I felt like the first half, it was a little bit different type tempo for both teams. And again, especially for Boyd, because they haven't been a team to dump it into the post a lot, but they were tonight. And in the first half, they sure did. And they ended up turning the ball over only twice in the first half, both of which Ashland collected points on. But, the second half, I think, though, that was where Boyd took advantage. Spurlock got hot. I thought Ashland did a good job denying him the basketball in the first half. The second half, he got loose. I had him at 6 3-pointers in the second half. This is unofficial, but that's what happens when Spurlock gets going like that. He can hit those threes like nobody's business. He has that quick release. When you see why he's a Mr. Basketball candidate. But that's where it stands right now. The final score, 78-75. Boyd defeats Ashland, winning the 64th District Championship. As we're going to take a break and come back, we'll hear from Ashland head coach Ryan Bonner. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again. That means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcats!
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
It's game time, and Food Fair has everything you need to feed your home team. From hand-battered chicken tenders and sauced wings to meatballs, party sliders, and fresh veggie trays. Food Fair makes hosting easy. Just order the perfect catering tray and pick it up at the deli counter. Some locations even have grab-and-go trays, and you're ready to serve. No cooking, no stress, just great food. Food Fair. Game time made easy. Get more at foodfairmarkets.com.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable.
Locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead. We are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
With the start of a new year and the big, beautiful bill come new tax laws, deduction changes, and more. Sound scary? Relax. Angel Tax and Bookkeeping has you covered. Whether it's your taxes in your home state or across multiple states, Angel Tax is your dependable tax expert, up to date on every new change. File in person or drop them off. It's easy and stress-free with Angel Tax and Bookkeeping. Call 740-886-6500 or visit Angel Tax and Bookkeeping at 127 State Street, Proctorville.
Save big money on everything for your next bathroom project now at Menards. Upgrade your bathroom with Max. With more than 1,000 showers, bathtubs, and surrounds, you're sure to find exactly what you need to add luxury and style to your bathroom. Save big on our entire selection of Max bathroom products. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Whether it's day or night, hot flashes due to menopause can be unpredictable. That's why there's Veoza, a prescription treatment proven to reduce the number and severity of hot flashes day and night that can start working in as early as 1 week. Based on clinical studies measuring efficacy at 4 and 12 weeks, individual results may vary. Talk to your healthcare provider about what this may mean for you. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms or hot flashes and night sweats due to menopause, Veoza can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about Veoza. To learn more, call 1-866-239-1637 or go to Veoza.com. That's VEOZAH.com.
The snow and ice caused major disruptions to shopping this year. Incoming shipments of furniture, mattresses, and appliances were delayed. Thousands of items are now sitting in inventory that must go during Big Sandy Superstore's Winter Emergency Sale. Get a discount of up to 3 times your state sales tax. Plus, get up to 5 years special financing with 0 down. It's the Winter Emergency Sale at Big Sandy Superstore.
It's game time, and Food Fair has everything you need to feed your home team. From hand-battered chicken tenders and sauced wings to meatballs, party sliders, and fresh veggie trays. Food Fair makes hosting easy. Just order the perfect catering tray and pick it up at the deli counter. Some locations even have grab-and-go trays, and you're ready to serve. No cooking, no stress, just great food. Food Fair. Game time made easy. Get more at foodfairmarkets.com.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Tomcats fall 78-75 to Boyd at Boyd for the 64th District Championship in a tightly fought battle. Is with me right now for the Tomcats. It's head coach Ryan Bonner. And coach, it's good to see you here. And just a tough matchup. Spur got hot in the second half, and just a couple adjustments, but fell down 8, came back, showed some resilience, but just tonight, just a time to go back and readjust.
Yeah, they went on some pretty devastating runs there to start the third and to start the fourth, and that's the last thing you want to do against a team as good as Boyd is. Allow them to make runs like that, They're going to make some throughout the course of a 4-quarter game. That's part of it. They're really good, but man, to overcome that back-to-back quarters, it's hard to do. And still had a chance again, Tyler. Find a way to tie that up. And all we got to do is get one stop, and came up short. Of course, Jacob hit an incredible shot. What stands out to me right now are the third and the fourth quarter runs that we allowed. And, I thought the first 2 quarters we were really, really good defensively. And for whatever reason, we just had a lapse in focus that third quarter. I don't know if we were just comfortable with the lead. I don't really know. But, a good learning lesson for this group as we get ready to head into the regional tournament.
It is, and start off as 41-33 at halftime. We're in the lead. Ryan, I didn't have us for a single turnover in the first half, and starting the second, Boyd jets out that quick. They go on a 25-7 run to take a 23-7. My math is failing me to take a 56-48 lead over the Tomcats, and again, it's just Spurlock had 6 threes in the second half, and
you said it was a 23-7 in the third. Is that what you said?
Let's see. We're up 41-30. Let's see. We had 7.
Right, yeah.
They had 23.
Yeah.
Start
that's
second,
and that's it's going to be hard to beat them when you dig yourself a hole like that. So definitely got to be a little bit better and a little bit sharper defensively. And their counter tonight was to really throw the ball inside to Jacob and Rimmer, and that's fine. But we got to respond a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rimmer had 24 on the night. They got it to him early and often, and it felt like that first half when we got ahead a little bit. They switched up their defense a little bit toward the end of the second quarter. It felt like with how they guarded.
Yeah, they went to a 3-2 zone and they tried to match out of it. And I really thought it gave us some problems there late in the game. For whatever reason, we've been pretty sharp against zone this year, but it caused some problems for us. So we'll have to go back and take a look at that and make sure that we're better prepared when we see it and if we see it again.
Yeah, and looking at that, felt like on the numbers, though, we've fought hard, down 75-69. Ashland Neal makes a 3, then forces a turnover on the other end. Clark gets it. Cece hits a big 3 up top to tie it. And, it's still, you can see the resilience in this team. Just a couple more steps, you feel like, as we approach the region coming up. But, they made some progress, and I think tonight, what was interesting too, only 1 3 in that first half, only 3 threes, both teams combined in that first half, but it seemed like we were comfortable. We were doing a good job moving the ball around and finding the right matchup to get to the bucket.
Yeah, I mean, outside of some possessions there against their zone late, I thought we were pretty good offensively. Did a really good job of getting to the rim, and I just. Tyler, my mind always goes back to the defensive side of the ball. That's just how I'm wired. Mm-hmm. And, there's the 23-7 run. I mean, it's going to be really hard to win when you allow runs like that against good teams. So we'll figure it out. I know these guys will. I mean, they're disappointed just like I am. They want to win. This is a group that competes and gets after it, and they'll take this one to heart and they'll own it just like I will, and we'll be better as a program because of what we went through tonight.
Yeah, agreed. It's going to be a tough step to take, but a big one, and we got a chance to rebound. The regions will be coming up for the boys. It will start on, make sure I got my dates right, Saturday, March the 7th, and there will be a draw for it this Saturday, and be sure to check online and for the timing and everything. All 4 of the boys' games will be played on Saturday, March 7th for the first round. The semis will be that Monday, and Tuesday night will be the final. However, of course, we don't know what the slots are going to be yet, but we can tell you it'll start on the 7th. But we want to say thank you all so much for tuning in. Your final, Boyd picks up a 78-75 win on a Jacob Spurlock 3 with 2.1 seconds remaining in the game. We want to say thank you all. God bless. Good night, everybody. And we'll see you here at Regions on 97.9 The River.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again, and that means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud